Now before this video starts, in the video I mentioned my car was sitting for 2 days. Well, I totally underestimated how long it was sitting because I realized I hadn't driven it up until Christmas Eve. I think even on Christmas Eve I didn't drive it, so the day before Christmas Eve, so the 23rd, and today's the 29th, so what's that? That was 6 days. It was actually sitting 6 days, and normally I don't let it sit 6 days. That's like a whole work week for me. So again, that actually makes sense now as to what you're going to see in this video. Alright, so I'm driving my Lumina right now, but the engine sounds like it's not idling properly. Like most of the time it's like, sounds like it's misfiring on a few cylinders, I don't know. Normally when I go to start it, it had no problem, and it's 50 degrees today, so it's not super cold for it to take forever, but it took a while to start this morning, and it's starting to run really rough right now, so I don't know. I'm going to park it. Like I said, I was on my way to work, but I'm not driving this to work today. I'm going to take my mom's car, but I'll show you the engine stumbling once I get it parked up, and hopefully it'll start. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so I'm about to start it up again. Right at the last second when I stopped the video, it started running alright. But I'm going to start it up again, see if it's acting up again. Let's see. Let me hop out. Right now it sounds like it's running normal. Now, to be fair, I did sit like at least 2 days, but I'm pretty sure I've had it sit longer than that and it didn't have this issue. Sounds alright now. It's always had like a very minor misfire, like once every few seconds, or not even, that makes it sound even worse than it actually is. But a second ago it was like like that. Now it just idled up a little. Maybe you can hear it from the exhaust. But it is running better than it was a second ago. Maybe it's just because I had it sitting a couple days, I don't know. Do I risk driving it to work? Well, here's a test. I gotta drive my mom's medicine to her a few blocks, well more than a few blocks, a neighborhood over. And if it doesn't dive in, then I'll just drive it to work, but I don't know. Now I waited a little bit longer, not too long, but I'm gonna try and start it up again, see if it's running all right again still, or let's see what happens, I should say. Sounds normal. Idled down a little, which is normal. It's idling normal. Let's put it in drive real quick. Well, I'm gonna drive it to my aunt's house a few blocks away, well, a neighborhood away, maybe like maybe a mile, point, I don't know. As you can tell, I stutter a lot and don't know miles and stuff. But anyway, well, let me drive it there and we'll see. Well, I made it to my aunt's house, all right. I parked, obviously, and brought my mom what she needed. And let's start it up again. Well, it sounds good. Well, I guess now the real test is to drive it to work, and I'll let you know if anything happens then. Well, driving while accelerating, it's doing just fine, but there's a stoplight up ahead, and I'm sure I'll catch it, so let's see what it does when it's stopped at a stoplight idle. Now, as you can see, I'm going to stop here at this red light and see if it idles funky or if it's still doing just fine. Now we're parked. That's running just fine, thankfully. Now, it may just be a simple case of it's sitting for 2 days and maybe weather change has a factor in it. I don't know, but it seems to be running just fine now, and that's all that matters to me. Hopefully it don't do it again. Well, I made it to work just fine. Again, like I said, it may just be a simple case of it sitting 2 days, but again, my concern is that it's never done it before. It's a 30-year-old car, so I shouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, like I said, it's the first time it's ever happened. And also forgive me for stuttering and not knowing what I'm trying to say in my videos. I've realized as I've grown older, I've been starting to stutter a lot more. Don't know why, but anyway. So yeah, now I did open the hood at one point, not on video, or no, it was when I had the hood open, but it was off camera. So yeah, not on video, duh. Well, anyway, it looked like a few of the spark plug wires were like pulled out a little bit, not a lot, but I was able to push them in a little bit more, so perhaps they had something to do with it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. Alright, so now here's the real test. I got off work 5 hours later after I had it running. Let's see if it'll act up again. So in theory it should be, you know, in what people call a cold engine, not actually cold, because again it's like 50, almost 60. But sounds to be running normal, so I guess that was maybe just a hiccup then. But of course, if anything else happens, ooh, damn, the wind about slammed the door on my leg. Ouchie. I caught it with my knee instead of my shin. But anyway, yeah, hopefully it was just a little hiccup with the car, but it seems to be running good now. But oh yeah, hope you enjoyed.